going, y'all? And welcome to episode 23 of Infamous Second Son Going Bad. Specifically, we're going bad now, but I did go good previously if you want to watch that. This is not just 23 into just bad side. I did play the good side first. Now I'm on the bad side. Best way to put it. Words are not my strong suit. With all that said, this episode we are going to speed run getting video and all the abilities for video. I'm not even going to worry about doing any side quests here next episode because video will allow me to launch back over there pretty easily instead of having to run across the bridge and different things like that. It'll allow me to just explore a hell of a lot better. Even video is better for rooftop to rooftop exploration. Video or neon is better for ground transportation. Video is made for this section. Neon is kind of made for that section, but video is kind of better because you can easily go from this building to this building without having to worry about it. Little things like that. And it is kind of a spoiler, but the abilities are different when it comes to the gameplay. So, I said that because technically this video could be your first, which is why I said that. It is technically a spoiler, and technically you might have not seen the previous videos. But the difference between good and bad for Infamous, and kind of always been the same, is just the abilities and slight story bits. Or the abilities and slight story bits. Or in Infamous 1 and 2, kind of massive. This one, not so much. It's more just dialogue. Or in Infamous 1, your lightning actually became black if you're going bad. Also, you got more and more just tainted, is the best way to put it. Going bad because I don't have slow-mo, I much more prefer going smoke. Even though Neon is very good at movement. If that hit, that would have annihilated. Hell yeah. That should also hit. Ah. Like that, if it has good momentum. Possibly. Did I get it dead on? Oh, it doesn't have good enough momentum. Okay. Because it landed the exact same spot, basically. Let's do this again. A little trick with the movement for this. Even without using those, you can easily dash off once and have 2 extra dashes because technically you dashed off the ground, not off the air. To cover gaps like that, if you don't have vents or anything like that around, that'll help you cover gaps pretty easily. I'm right on your face. How do you not know where I went? Incinerate. Okay. I was trying to kill this guy with those last 2. The first one was on target because I was trying to hit the pillar. That looked like it hurt. Damn. But the last 2 were nowhere near on target. Here's a good example of where the dash mechanic I just showed will come in handy. Because I actually do want to get over here to see what's over there, even though the objective is down there. Because there was an event that allowed me to get over here pretty easily, and getting back is just a hell of a lot easier. And there's absolutely nothing, which is why I'm just heading back over. I hit that dupe direct mid-air. Fuck yeah. Or directly mid-air. Where? Oh. I almost did that. I took out all of the communication, or just jammer. Knowing military shit, it's both. It's a jammer and communication hub, so their communication is a little bit better in this general area because technically the tower was their overall communication. Also, the reason why I tap going down is before... Okay. If you don't have as much momentum when you hit the ground, you won't stagger for as long. There's a turret, mother bitch. Oh, motherfucker. I'm gonna die. Yep. That is my first death in so long. Damn. Also, the reason why you saw me load in is because I make a point, or yeah, make a point to show y'all that I have not played this game without y'all at all. Because it is our playthrough, and I make a point of that. Which is why I show off everything I can, all the side quests I can, but the only side quest I won't do is the People Trail DLC, because that is just kind of not easy to show off with what I have to show off shit. In other words, because I'm... Oh, motherfucker. Because I am working on PS5, or making my videos, doing all that on PS5, I can't actually show off all the things that you would want to see when playing the DLC. But I know a lot of other people can make a good video on it and have made a good video on it, if you want to watch it. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I bet there are some. He dodged that. Good shit on him. Good shit on him. Good shit on his part. At least I didn't die there. If you didn't know, the reason why I said that, Infamous 1 and 2 and Festival of Blood, they're kind of... Festival of Blood is kind of a DLC for Infamous 2. They all have the same protagonist. The protagonist is Cole McGrath. He dies if you touch water, or deep enough water. About ankle-ish deep. Why am I moving so far? Ankle-ish deep. Around knee-ish deep. Ankle-ish deep starts buzzing-ish, like buzzing a little bit, but when it gets to knee, it actually starts damaging it. Any more than that, and he could easily just explode and die. Like, up to his head, if he jumps in the body of, like, a pool, and it gets across his entire body, he's dead. Which is a kind of interesting thing that no other conduit actually has. That their power can actually kill them. And I think that's something that could easily be touched on. And I talk about this basically every video, but I'm not going to go into this a whole lot. If you don't hear about it, you can go and to other videos. But the game that I do really want to make, if possible, or I want at least Sony to make, would be amazing, or not, would not, okay, it would not make it better, but they could actually touch on that of different abilities having drawbacks, even in gameplay, actually. They got different abilities having nerfs where, like, paper, for example. They can put paper and have it where if the map itself is rainy, you can't do as much, or something like that. Like, that would be kind of stupid to have it, like, random chance, but it could be like a modifier because it's meant to be gameplay where you can see beforehand, before you pick your things, that you're going to have to deal with rain. So you're not going to want to use paper, even though you might really like paper. That general thing. Kind of like how the balance of, I forget what it's called. I don't like it personally because it is a very, like, Valorant type of game. But it's a game where when you have, or it's basically Valorant, but with cards. The cards you get per match or per round, each round you can spend your currency and make them unlocked and actually use them. Those cards change fundamentals of the game, like range damage, close quarters damage, lifesteal. One of them literally makes it where when you die, you don't. You basically have a revenant form. Like, revenant form as in the, Apex Boy, which, specifically the... Sorry, I cannot play in this part. I'm just gonna stop moving. Specifically, the Shadow Royale zombie mode, where when you die, you become a zombie. That specific-ish, or even looks the same, basically. It's that general concept, but in an FPS that is more Valorant style. That's it. But the game is a very big movement shooter, so it's less CSGO, but more Valorant. Hopefully that makes some sort of sense. Where the fuck? Where did... I don't... Oh my god. Okay, I don't hear him anymore. If you hear him, cool. I think he just accidentally dived into the water. I think that dupe said, I had enough of your shit. I can't stop you, so I'm just gonna kill myself. So you don't give the opportunity, or some shit like that. And I know he's an EMP, not EMP, NPC, but it's still fun to think about that. Especially when the entire purpose of playing bad is for that power trip, of being able to go around killing entire armies like it's nothing. Which is the power of a prime conduit. Prime conduits are what Delson is, Fetch is, Eugene is, Chromograth is, and a couple others. Oh yeah, Hank is in this game too. I'm gonna get up to around 20-ish shards, and then I'm gonna bum rush the entire mission to get video. So, with that said, I'm gonna go from up here and go down. How's it going, dupes? Because of the amount of verticality in this game, and I do talk about another version of this game a whole lot, and I do know this, but the another version of this game would allow them to fully flesh out different movement tech. Like, for an example, Smoke, unlike all the others, does not have a way to go up at all unless you have a vent. Just having the ability to go up at all, or hell, it could be like a dash on the wall, where you have to have a wall itself, but you can like dash on it and have like another jump to go up, or something like that. Where you still have only those two dash on the wall, jump up, dash on the wall, jump up, but that would still allow you to be able to go up somewhat. Something like that would be handy, and that would actually kind of fit with how Delson can use Smoke, because it will be the impact, having the momentum, sticking him, jumping off of it, impacting again, having the momentum stick to him, or that general thing, like impacting hard, like how this works. I was debating very quickly if I should just tell you it, but basically like this. Kind of. Where he's slamming into the wall, in the case I'm talking about, not hard enough to explode, but hard enough to have an impact. Because he hits hard enough to explode with that, he most definitely can hit pretty fucking hard just by doing that. I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go do the campaign-ish. Yeah, I was gonna go do the stiff. I need to go get some blast shards so I can guarantee I have the upgrades that will at least make video a little bit better. Is this gonna be a symbol monkey from hell? Yes, a symbol monkey from hell. Okay. Seeing a symbol monkey always makes me want to play Call of Duty Zombies, specifically Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2, but I can't. I don't have a PS3 anymore. I really wish Sony puts them on PlayStation Premium, because that would make everyone want PlayStation Premium, and I mean literally everyone, if PlayStation can actually strike that deal and put them on Premium, because holy fuck. And the cool thing about Premium, typically with Premium games, you have all the DLCs. So with that said, because Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 has a fuck ton of DLCs, they would give you all the maps, theoretically. Not necessarily guaranteed, because Activision might say no as part of their side of the deal. But I know PlayStation would love to.
Hey, is this Delson Rowe?
Yeah,
who's this?
I am just a huge fan of your work. That tag you put on the needle, face your fears, right? See, I get what you're doing. The whole give power to the powerless thing, and I want to help.
Okay. Well, if you want to help, you can help me find one of the escaped conduits who might be here in the Lantern District.
Oh, well, why do you want him? Or her?
I just want to shake his or her hand.
Okay. Well, I've heard the DUP's planning to take all the suspected conduits they've rounded up and move them to this holding facility they built downtown. Convoy's supposed to come right through the Lantern District, cutting across the I-90 overpass.
Okay. You happen to know if any of these people have actual powers?
Oh yeah, totally, absolutely, yes.
Huh. Well, thanks. I'm sorry, man. What'd you say your name was?
It's Eugene. It's a dorky name, I know.
Hey, my mom got Delson off of an old western. Well, that hit the spot.
Okay, I did not mean to go into that, but I just realized I won't get video for a little bit, so I can actually just speed through this and double up. So it was an accidental success. Hello, motherfucker. Oh yeah, don't I have to, like, get rid of
Hey,
supports?
Eugene,
Yes.
I'm thinking the easiest thing to do here is somehow drop the road a little. You know, pull the rug out from underneath them.
Well, you could just blow it up.
No, I can't take the chance it'll kill the conduit I'm looking for. I think I'm just gonna cut the supports, and the trucks will make it drop a little. Bam! Instant roadblock.
Okay. See, man, this is why I'm such a big fan. I wish I could be there to see it.
Well, come on out and watch. But, you know, from a safe distance, of course. Because when we conduits go to work, you mortals better give us a wide berth.
Right. Right. Well, you know what, on second thought then, I'm gonna stay home. I'll let you know if I find anything more about the convoy, though.
Eugene, when's this convoy supposed to show up?
Tonight sometime? I mean, I really don't know for sure. Are you still at the overpass?
Yeah, still here. Just been making friends with the locals. There doesn't seem to be any traffic up top, man.
Well, yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing Eugene speaking, but that is what I'm talking about. Like, if this game is fleshed out a little bit more, this game, and explain, like, with showing off little movement tech here and there, like, trying to show that this game could be a movement shooter, holy fuck, this game could be amazing. And I think it should, like I've said multiple times, be more around DC Universe Online type of thing, where you're making your own conduit, you're making your own playstyle, you're making your own thing, but with the infamous idea in mind, the infamous concept, and just the movement that could be done. Like, and for an example, the thing that I'm really wanting to do, if I have the reins and if they do the reins, I would love it. But either way, uh, the idea of having different elements than just the originals in the campaign. I think the campaign should stay the same, but how many hundreds of conduits are in Curtain K? How many hundreds of different abilities are in Curtain K? Like, the power alone that you could have as Delson, the Delson character, and I have said previously that you could technically have Delson be ginger swapped and it wouldn't actually matter. Either way, they literally could be the exact same, and I think that would be a good idea for a little bit more personal customization on it. Like, I don't think you should, like, change the color or the skin tone or a whole lot of things, because it's still meant to be Delson after all. But Delson could, yeah, because of the name, actually, because of how Delson said his parents got the name, it could easily be male or female, so it doesn't really matter.
Because the dupes took it over. You're closed it off to citizens. So you finished with the supports?
Yep, all done. About to head topside and get ready for a little game of chicken with the dupes. Shit. Damn it. Of course.
Just for a little bit of understanding of the type of games I like, if I was him playing on mobile, and playing like that specifically with my hands on two sides, the game I would be playing is Running Fred. If you haven't played it, first, it is a gruesome game where this kid-ish, I don't know how old Fred is, dies in so many spectacular ways. But it's a running game where it's get to the end, possibly, because it might be endless, as far as you can in that case, and survive. Where the more there's traps that can insta-kill you, the traps that'll make you trip, the slower you get, Grimmy, which is the Grim Reaper, can easily just take off your head. It is a very fun mobile game, and it's on PC if you want to play it. I don't know who makes it, but it is a very fun game without any ads, I believe, unless you want to watch ads, which gives you coins. And that's my personal favorite way to do mobile ads, is make it where if you buy or if you watch it, it gives you shit, where it's not forced. And I think it's not forced. I think it's like one of the only mobile ad, or mobile games that don't that doesn't have forced ads.
Suckers. Hey, Eugene, talk to me, man. What am I looking for in this convoy?
I don't know. I mean, they're moving a lot of prisoners, so maybe look for some buses? Whoa, what's that?
Helicopters? Whole pack of them. Don't think they can see me in the fog.
Ah, fuck. Okay, my plan there was to use the slam, slam, slam mechanic because I didn't think that they could just beam me. But no. I've never actually tried that. I typically just bum rush them like I am.
Come on, just hand over your prisoners, and we'll call it a day. Hey, I got one. I don't know how, but I did.
Going evil, if you play your cards right, you get your super so fast. Wait 1 second. I think I just had a brain blast. Oh, hell yeah! Oh! I hope you just saw that. Fuck yeah. Okay. Sorry for keep bringing this up, but the concrete just screamed. And like I've talked about in previous videos, I don't think conduits use physical matter. They generate it like how the concrete just disintegrated, how typical conduit abilities do disintegrate over time, but they can make things that are constructs that will stay forever, but like how mana and typical things can technically stay forever if the wizard wants them to. I think it is mana or some shit like that. How conduits, that's what they tap into. That's why they have to have a specific gene to be able to tap into it, where they're more sorcerer than anything else. Which sounds fucking crazy. And speaking of that, that could actually be Infamous 3's entire story. Where people, because they realized with all that shit going on and because people were buying or wanting to buy conduits left and right in Infamous 2, and spoiler there, but that game is fucking old. It's a PS3 game. But uh, because of that, people could have been realizing more and more about what the energy is really, because it was also a plague at the same time. It was spreading across faster than really anyone could do anything about. And it spread, if you, or I'm not gonna, I don't like doing if you know, you know. Warhammer 40k has a god of diseases. First, if you know Warhammer 40k, cool. If you don't, keep in mind, if you start looking it up, it is a grim, dark future. Literally, that is their tagline. There is only war. It is fucking depressing. It is horrible in so many different ways. But that's what makes it fun. It is such a crazy world. It has so many crazy things about it. The coolest thing about it, though, or the coolest thing about it, the thing that I was going to talk about specifically, train of thought went away. Thinking about something specific with Warhammer. Had something specific. Yeah, okay, there we go. Nurgle is a god of diseases, decay, all sorts of shit. Nurgle, I'm just going to talk about him a little bit because one of his diseases can transmit through sound and just knowledge that they're there. And that is kind of how the disease ish, air quotations, not really a disease, more radiation sickness that is contagious as fuck, was spreading through everything. But if it was a radiation sickness, the RFI would not have saved everyone if it was actually just radiation sickness. That is more tainted mana that got untainted by the RFI blast. Like something like that. It had to have been something like that. And hell, it could have easily been tainted mana because of what happened. It could have been too much going in. That's it. Okay, sorry. I talked about in a previous video how Eugene could be a unique conduit. How unique conduits could be an extra tier to allow conduits to have crazy, over-the-top abilities, things that could make them basically gods. Eugene is a unique in my personal eyes, and why I'm having that classification because one, he has video. Video is a natural. They all have their natural things. Anyway, you spin it, video is unnatural. But the extra dimensional space that he has that technically could have food, could have fan scrolling, it could have infinite space, could have so many extra things. And I don't know if it actually has to have server space or anything. I think it can just exist. Because not all the televisions he uses are actually connected to the same server at all. And sometimes he can actually power them up by himself, so he really just has to have it as a doorway. Which, something about that, and I don't think I fully explained that, in the previous video that I talked about this, his power could be not video specifically. He says it's video because that's how he manifests, that's how he thinks about it. But his video, his power could be space itself, or his power could be something specific of hell. Even weirder, his power could be video, kind of, where the video game itself taps into, like, shows him a specific world that actually exists, which is why he can summon them through things. Where technically the windows, his gateways, don't have to be, and I do think that the next upgrade for Eugene, the thing that would make him even more powerful, is making where his gateways don't have to be don't have to be TVs at all or any screen at all, where you can just slice with a sword and ta-da, he has a doorway. Kind of like a typical anime character ish, but I think that would actually solidify him as more of a unique, where his power is not video, which would actually be cooler in my opinion. No matter what it is, trying to make it more natural overall would be so much better because that's what conduits are. They use natural abilities, which is why they're more social in my opinion, different things like that. But Quill McGrath would be a unique, which is why I'm talking about this. Quill McGrath got the power, got 5 to 6, not 5 to 6, 5 to 20 times, and this is low bowling it. This is like within reason, and technically he could have so much more power than the typical conduit. And one of them in his series literally turns into a gigantic 10-story maggot monster because his power is fear. And I think he is terrified of himself the most, which is why his power is inward and can explode outward, because it's his own fear, which is why he can't control it, because it's his own fear, his power using it against him. I think that's the general gist of why he turns into a maggot that he can't control. But uh, I don't know if that would classify as unique, actually. And I wasn't wanting to talk about him a little bit more, but his ability might not actually classify as unique because of the power there. But he all of his abilities take so much strain off of him, which makes him not as unique in my opinion, because when he goes maggot form, he can't do anything. He cannot control that, but when he comes out of that, he still can't do shit. Like, his powers are gone for a good bit. He has to recuperate, has to do other things, has to slowly regen, and then can do shit. But even then, doing anything with his powers takes a good bit out of him, which makes him not a prime, in my opinion. And the specific there, which is why both Nyx and that guy had the same powers, and they are both conduits. They both got their powers from the same blast and all these different things. The reason why they're both kind of two halves of the same power set, where they both can actually do the same things, but Nyx have never gone big beast mode. Those two could actually be the prime, where they're both equally the prime, which makes them both not primes, which could, in theory, make them a unique, relatively speaking, where they're not Prime, they're both the Prime, where there could be a story piece if they do want to redo this and read the story overall. I don't suggest it because I do like the story as it is, but having more fleshed out overall would be a good idea. Having more added to it overall would be a good idea, but don't change it completely. Um, and I mean more added to it as in more fleshing out what conduits are, how conduits work, not adding entirely new missions necessarily. Um, what was I going to say? Uh, because of how their powers kind of split, if they could somehow take, like one of them take the power from the other one, that could be an interesting story piece because then they would become a powerhouse of epic proportions because they both train in making monsters, technically. And monsters, making monsters as in taking an individual and converting them into a crab, not crab, more flipper thing. They say alligator people, and they're not alligator. They look more like turtle flippers than really anything alligator, but not even really turtle. Uh, but all sorts of different things. If you want to look it up, you can. There's a lot of pictures, not a lot of videos on it. I have actually wanted to make a video on it, but I actually can't because to make a video on it, I would have to have another way to record the video because I can't record on PS5 anything in the premium section on PlayStation Plus, which kind of sucks. But it's fine. And now you get to see a burb. Now that type of burb. Sorry. I thought you were going to see a burb with wings, not a chopper.
Eugene, those buses are long gone. Any chance you know where they went?
I don't know. Radio chatter's all over the place. I can't figure out where they're headed.
Wait. You're tapped into the DUP right now? How the hell did you pull that off?
Just this phone app I've been tinkering with. Here, I'll send you a link.
Okay, got it. So, what's it do?
Okay, I have no clue what that is, but that gave me a cool idea. Because I have, sorry. Next video, I'll speed run the fuck out of this because I think I'm going pretty. Oh, no, this is only 30. Hell yeah, 32 ish. The fuck that swirly vortex. I don't know what the fuck that is, but that gave me an idea for an extra ability on Video's entire kit because I think every conduit ability, if they do make a infamous Second Son online or whatever the fuck they're gonna call it, that Video could have a portal mechanic where they can place a portal, like spins like that or something like that, looks like that in some way, shape, or form, like a portal. Like it could be very small, so it's not very obvious, but a portal that when they activate it, they could instantly make like a Einstein-Rosen bridge from where they are right then to where they want to be, wherever they set that, and have it where people can go through it. Where it's not like Sombra's old teleporty, it's more around. It's if they teleport and you're on them, you can actually teleport with them to stay on them. But the downside there is the portal will close pretty fast behind y'all. So if they are in a corner, you chase them, and you're both are generally in the same general weak area, and they place their portal decently, you're following them into an ambush. That general thing. And just the shit you could do around different gameplays around that. Because I do think that this game, they do make a multiplayer FPS of some sort, or more TPS? Third person shooter? Technically? Um, if they were to make that, they could have so many unique concepts in this game. Like, Concrete itself. Like, I don't know if you've watched this game or played this game.
Tracker.
Sorry, I was going to keep playing, but I don't want to talk over Eugene, which is why I'm pausing it. Um, the point. Concrete. Concrete, that could actually be very similar to My Hero Ultra Rumble. I don't play the game because I don't like Battle Royales overall, but it is one of the better Battle Royales. If you haven't played it, it is a very fun game and is very funnily free. It's amazing how much is free and how much you can get by just playing the game. The only downside is if you're wanting to get XP, you have to do a metric fucking damage, but you don't have to win. It's just damage to get XP. So it's not that bad. But the game itself is very fun, and it is an anime focus game, which is why it's called My Hero. It is My Hero Academia in that general universe, with also different playable characters in a battle royale setting. It is a very fun game. One of them, I have no clue how to pronounce his name. He is the Concrete Boy, literally a blockhead, literally a blockhead. That guy shoots walls at people that when they hit the ground, they make walls that he can then build off of, and all of his abilities make a wall in some way, shape, or form, and all of them can manipulate the surroundings, give his allies cover, and even move his allies, push them out the way. But while they're expanding, that's when he can do damage to things. But he can also use them to make pillars, to climb up, to do all sorts of Fortnite type shenanigans, which is the crazy thing about his overall kit. On the surface, it's just a lot of wall placements, but actually seeing it in combat, holy fuck. And stuff like that, Sony could really build into, or Sucker Punch, either or, could really build into when fully adept, adding onto these abilities and just overall just smoothing things over and making them more overall appealing, I think is a good way to put it. Not really the most correct, but a good way.
You can listen in on the DUP's communications, but the cool thing is you can also use it to pinpoint the direction the signal's coming from.
Man, I think I'm gonna have to take this thing out for a test drive.
One last quick little bit. Did Eugene figure out how to do that because he can feel the wavelengths of like sound and stuff because he can foof through video, like through the satellite dishes and stuff? Like, could he feel that and use that as a focal point to make the app, or did it have something to do with his powers? Because there's so many different ways it could have been. Like, it could have actually been in his world, he had programming and programmed it. And stuff like that is what I really want to be fully explained. Because if it's truly video and truly a computer world, can't he create anything and technically, like, cut it off from his world and, like, make super crazy games? Like, couldn't he technically do that? And different things like that. Which is what I love about Infamous and how the powers work, which is why I have talked about Infamous 3 could actually theoretically make a whole lot of sense. Because Infamous 2 going good. You die, technically. But in that death, technically, okay, because Chromagrat is very powerful, when you are very powerful and his entire ability is electricity, when he gets zapped by lightning at the very end of the good ending cutscene, that alone makes me think he could have easily just woken up right then and there. Which is why I think his powers would be absolutely shattered again, because he wouldn't be the same. He was dead for multiple days, which alone could give like Soul Reaper or Soul Reaver, I think is the game specifically, gameplay overall. I'm going towards my mark, not actually trying to see where the thing is, like an idiot.
We drove right into a goddamn ambush. It was definitely Roe. We were able to get clear with our cargo, but we lost contact with the others.
Oh, Eugene, I got something.
I told you.
Right there would be a good place to do the 3 dash mechanic, because that way I wouldn't have to actually climb up there. Ooh, don't mind if I do.
No idea on casualty figures. But we also lost APCs. Even had a couple of birds go down. But I don't think that was Roe. Maybe a second bioterror.
Shit. Sorry about that. Oh, the big boys. What the fuck? That was really not cool. I thought that antenna was a boy. Because going evil, you don't have any really good way to heal. You do have to really worry about your health constantly. And because it only replenishes health on not health, energy on annihilation, it doesn't replenish health. Oh, my feelings. They are of the hurt variety.
Yeah, you know what they say about secondhand smoke?
Oh, he's not dead? Damn. Hell yeah. And I have my own.
Empty. Somebody must have beat me to him. You're new.
I was spamming dodge there.
Sorry, I got other plans.
Okay. I'm gonna grab Neon. That is... Oh, I'm glad I did not pop my super there. Gonna grab Neon. Gonna wait for all of them to group up, or is it only one to begin with? Nope, there's two. I believe... Yep, there's three! Please be all grouped up. No, he's running for some reason. Come back here. I need all of you in this AoE. I do not want to waste this shit. Hell yeah, all three is gonna be in the AoE. Come here! Fuck yeah! I know I got two. Did I get all three? One jumped over my head. Hopefully I got the third one. If he's just floating, he's dead. Even if I can't see him, because the AoE is a big boom around Delson, he's still dead. I got all three! Hell yeah!
But it's empty. There were 3 on the overpass, so that means there's still 2 out there. Hey there, fan of mine. You still there? One minor setback and you hang up on me. Some fan you are.
We need help! There's too many of them! They're everywhere. Everywhere! The fuck? I can't see a thing. Can you hear? You hear that? That's them. Send reinforcements. We're pinned down. Not many left. Oh, God. What are they?
He is going through some sort of hell! Damn! But what the fuck just happened to me? To be fair, I think anyone that is anywhere near normal and he's just a random DUP agent, so he really is just a normal guy that just has spliced genes, basically. Or transfer blood. Excuse me, I had a cough. Transferred blood with the redheaded bitch lady. And I was literally just quoting Delson. Kinda. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. Are they going to be my peers in this? This is a pier, right? I've never actually been to a pier, so I don't know what a pier is. Because I'm assuming this is a pier because it's not a dock. A dock is easily defined. I know what a dock is, but I don't know exactly what a pier is because a pier could easily have like carnival rides and all sorts of shit on it. It doesn't necessarily have to just... I don't even know what it necessarily has to be. Hello.
Okay, this is not going the way I expected. Gotta find that last bus before whatever did this does.
Ooh. Okay, this I can easily say while going around. I'm gonna let this guy say something. Oh, that's simple. With the Infamous Online. The healers could be fun as fuck. Like, I think any subclass or any element should be able to dab into healing here and there. Be it like, I think one of them should have a primary fire. I don't think it should be video, neon, smoke, or any other that is in this game or any other game. Should have a primary fire of healing, because none of these are really just healing, relatively speaking. Or some form of regen, something like that.
Returning fire, but there's just too many of them.
Hey! That's where the bridge fell down. But it was not London's. I'm gonna hit this and then gonna hit my vape. Double the smokage. Yeehaw, motherfucker!
It's Crow! These monsters have gotta be his! Screw the angels, kill him!
That actually is a very sound strategy. If they were Delsons. Because typically, when you kill the conduit, all of their shit goes away if you actually kill the conduit. Because conduits are a thing, or because conduits are conduits, they can survive some pretty insane things, to say the least. Get out of here! Fuck! I did not know there were so many right there.
What in the hell have I walked into?
Okay.
It's Crow! These monsters have gotta be his! Screw the angels, kill him!
Are they all dead? Another convoy. I believe I saw a big armored boy. Guessing I didn't. Oh. Fuck. End of it. You can't shoot me. I'm fast as fuck. Yeehaw, motherfucker! Okay. Imagining, oh, there's voice. Imagining the combat that could come from this game being PvP is crazy. And something I really suggest is having the ability to select having that super or the other version you saw. How are you not dead? Like, genuinely. That was right on your forehead. Hell yeah. Oh. How do I search? Back of the bus? The ass of the bus.
Are you kidding me right now? So either one of those escapees can make angels, or I'm going after God. I do not like my odds in that matchup.
Well, kind of Eugene is a god. Kind of. Well, I'm gonna let Eugene say what he's gonna say. And then I'm gonna call it a night. Or a video, technically.
Hey, Delson. Look, they found one of those vests the DUP suspects wear over by Hingham Market. A guy it belonged to might still be there. There's lots of places to hide.
Oh, thanks for the tip. So where'd you disappear to earlier, huh?
Hey, well, maybe conduits don't have to go to the bathroom, but the rest of us do.
How do you get all this information about what's going on?
Look, in the Lantern District, the walls have ears and eyes. I used to have friends in high places.
Sounds like helpful friends.
Well, I couldn't imagine better.
Stuff like that. What is the upper limits of Eugene's abilities? Like, genuinely, what can't he do? And that is a crazy thing to ask. Like, when you ask somebody the negative question of what can't or what haven't or stuff like that, that if you do ask it properly, that means you know that that person has done basically everything in that specific question except for a couple things, which is fucking insane. Like, for an example, just liking that amount of music is fucking crazy. Like, anything that you could think of is actually kind of crazy with that question. With all that said, next video I am going to absolutely speedrun there we go. The rest of getting video next video. But I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one.